Warmly, hey everyone. Welcome back to Speak English with Confidence. I'm Jennifer, and today we have a really fun episode. Today I'm going to teach you 30 English idioms that Americans use every single day. In conversations, at work, with friends, on TV, in movies, these idioms are everywhere. And here's the thing about idioms, you can't guess their meaning from the individual words. If someone says, "I'm feeling under the weather," they don't mean they're literally standing under a cloud. It means they feel sick. Excited, that's what makes idioms so tricky, and so fun. By the end of this episode, you'll understand 30 of the most common American idioms and be able to use them naturally in conversation. I've divided them into 6 groups of 5, so it's easy to remember. Let's go. Group 1, Feelings and Emotions. Warm, expressive, use voice to show the emotion behind each idiom. Let's start with feelings and emotions, because these idioms come up in almost every conversation. Number 1, under the weather. Meaning, feeling sick or unwell. Example, I can't come to the meeting today, I'm feeling a bit under the weather. Number 2, on top of the world. Meaning, feeling extremely happy and confident. Example, I just got the promotion, I'm on top of the world right now. Number 3, down in the dumps. Meaning, feeling sad, depressed, or low. Example, she's been down in the dumps since her cat got sick. I hope she feels better soon. Number 4, butterflies in my stomach. Meaning, feeling nervous or excited about something. Example, I have butterflies in my stomach before every presentation, even after years of doing it. Number 5, bite off more than you can chew. Meaning, to take on more work or responsibility than you can handle. Example, I think I bit off more than I could chew when I agreed to plan the whole conference alone. Warmly, these 5 are perfect for everyday conversations about how you're feeling. Try using one today. Now let's move into work and effort idioms. These are ones you'll hear a lot in American offices and workplaces. Number 6, hit the ground running. Meaning, to start something quickly and with lots of energy and enthusiasm. Example, she joined the company on Monday and immediately hit the ground running, already closing deals by Wednesday. Number 7, back to the drawing board. Meaning, to start over from the beginning after something failed. Example, the client rejected our proposal, looks like we're back to the drawing board. Number 8, burn the midnight oil. Meaning, to work very late into the night. Example, we're burning the midnight oil this week to finish the project before the deadline. Number 9, cut corners. Meaning, to do something the easy way, often by skipping important steps and lowering quality. Example, don't cut corners on this report, the CEO is going to read it personally. Number 10, the ball is in your court. Meaning, it is now your turn to take action or make a decision. Example, I've sent over the contract. The ball is in your court now, let me know what you decide. These work idioms will make you sound incredibly natural and professional in any American workplace. Especially number 10, the ball is in your court. Americans say this all the time in business. Group 3, time and speed. Faster pace for energy, these idioms are about urgency, timing, and speed. Now let's talk about time. Americans are always talking about time, and they have so many great idioms for it. Number 11, in the nick of time. Meaning, just in time, at the very last moment before it's too late. Example, we caught the flight in the nick of time, the gate was closing as we ran up. Number 12, beat around the bush. Meaning, to avoid getting to the main point, talking about everything except what matters. Example, stop beating around the bush, just tell me what happened at the meeting. Number 13, once in a blue moon. Meaning, very rarely, something that almost never happens. Example, I only eat fast food once in a blue moon, maybe once or twice a year. Number 14, in the long run. Meaning, over a long period of time, eventually, in the end. Example, learning English is hard now, but in the long run, it will open so many doors for you. Number 15, by time. Meaning, to delay something in order to have more time to prepare or decide. Example, I asked a question during the meeting just to buy time while I figured out the answer. Once in a blue moon is one of my favorites. It sounds so poetic, doesn't it? But Americans use it very casually in everyday conversation. Quick vocabulary check. Slightly slower, clear, Jennifer pauses to reinforce key concepts before the second half. We're halfway through. Before we continue, let me quickly review the key concept of idioms, and why they are so important for sounding natural in English. Idiom, a phrase where the meaning is different from the literal meaning of the words. Example, bite the bullet doesn't mean actually biting a bullet, it means to endure something painful or difficult. Figurative language, language that uses words in a non-literal way to create effect. Idioms are a type of figurative language. Example, she has a heart of gold, she's very kind, not literally made of gold. Literal meaning, the exact, direct meaning of words. Example, the literal meaning of under the weather would be standing outside in bad weather. Colloquial, informal, everyday language used in casual conversation, not formal or academic. Most idioms are colloquial. Example, that's a colloquial expression, you wouldn't use it in a formal essay. Great. Now let's continue with our last 15 idioms. These next 3 groups are some of my favorites. Now let's get into people and relationships, because Americans love describing people with idioms. These are ones you'll hear when talking about friends, family, and colleagues. Number 16, hit it off. Meaning, to immediately like someone and get along well from the very first meeting. Example, I met my best friend at a conference and we immediately hit it off, we talked for hours. Number 17, a blessing in disguise. Meaning, something that seems bad at first but turns out to be good. Example, losing that job was a blessing in disguise, it pushed me to start my own business. Number 18, see eye to eye. Meaning, to agree with someone, to have the same opinion. Example, my sister and I don't always see eye to eye on politics, but we love each other anyway. Number 19, get out of hand. Meaning, to become out of control, harder to manage than expected. Example, the party started small but it got completely out of hand, there were 200 people by midnight. Number 20. The elephant in the room. Meaning, an obvious problem or issue that everyone knows about but nobody wants to talk about. Example, nobody mentioned the budget cuts in the meeting, it was the elephant in the room the whole time. Excited, the elephant in the room, this one is so commonly used in American English. You'll hear it in offices, in news shows, in movies. Once you know it, you'll notice it everywhere. Group 5, Money and Success. Confident, upbeat, these idioms are very common in everyday American life and culture. Americans talk about money and success a lot, and they have so many idioms for it. Here are 5 you'll hear constantly. Number 21. Break the bank. Meaning, to cost too much money, to be very expensive. Example, you don't need to break the bank to have a great vacation, there are so many affordable options. Number 22. On a shoestring. Meaning, with a very small amount of money, on a tight budget. Example, when I first moved to New York, I was living on a shoestring, cooking every meal at home. Number 23. Cost an arm and a leg. Meaning, to be extremely expensive. Example, car repairs in this city cost an arm and a leg. I got a quote for $2,000 just for the brakes. Number 24. Make ends meet. Meaning, to have just enough money to cover your basic expenses. Example, with rent so high, a lot of people are struggling to make ends meet, even with 2 jobs. Number 25. Strike it rich. Meaning, to suddenly become very wealthy. Example, her grandmother struck it rich in the stock market in the 1990s and never had to work again. Warmly, cost an arm and a leg. Americans say this all the time when something is too expensive. It's dramatic and funny, and it perfectly captures that feeling of, why is this so expensive? Group 6, Everyday Situations. Fun, energetic, save the best for last. These are the most widely used idioms in daily American conversation. And now, our final group. These are 5 idioms that come up in everyday American situations all the time. These are the ones you absolutely need to know. Number 26. Hit the nail on the head. Meaning, to describe something exactly right, to be perfectly accurate. Example, you hit the nail on the head, that is exactly what the problem is. Great analysis. Number 27. Spill the beans. Meaning, to reveal a secret, to tell someone something that was supposed to be kept private. Example, who spilled the beans about the surprise party? Sarah was completely shocked. Number 28. Let the cat out of the bag. Meaning, similar to spill the beans, to accidentally reveal a secret. Example, I accidentally let the cat out of the bag when I mentioned the new hire before the announcement. Number 29. The tip of the iceberg. Meaning, a small visible part of a much larger problem or situation. Example, the problems we discussed in the meeting are just the tip of the iceberg, there's a lot more going on. Number 30. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Meaning, to accomplish 2 things with a single action, to be efficient. Example, I went to the gym near my office so I could exercise and then grab lunch nearby, killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Excited. Number 30. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. this is one of the most universally used idioms in English. It's used in every country, every context, every situation. Learn it, love it, use it. Quick practice. Interactive, fun, speak slowly and leave clear pauses. Make it feel like a game. Okay, quick practice time. I'll describe a situation and you tell me which idiom fits best. Ready? Situation 1. You're telling your friend that you feel a little sick today. Which idiom do you use? Pause, you say, I'm feeling a little under the weather today. Situation 2. Your colleague is taking forever to get to the point in a meeting. What do you want to tell them? Pause, you think, stop beating around the bush and tell us what happened. Situation 3. Your project failed and you need to start completely over. What idiom describes this moment? Pause, you say, well, I guess we're back to the drawing board. Situation 4. Someone accidentally told everyone about a surprise party. Which idiom describes what they did? Pause, you say, they let the cat out of the bag. Or, they spilled the beans. Excited, amazing. You're already using idioms like a native speaker. And that is a wrap on today's episode. We covered 30 American English idioms today, grouped into feelings, work, time, people, money, and everyday situations. That's a lot of new language, and I'm so proud of you for staying all the way to the end. Here's my challenge for you. Pick just 5 idioms from today, your 5 favorites. Write them down. And try to use at least one of them in a real conversation this week. Because idioms are one of those things that instantly make you sound more fluent. When a non-native speaker uses an idiom naturally, people notice. They think, wow, this person really knows English. Whispers, and that feeling, when someone says, wow, your English is amazing. That is what we're working toward. Together. If this episode helped you, give it a big thumbs up and share it with a friend who's learning English. It really does make a difference for the channel. And subscribe to Speak English with Confidence so you never miss a new episode. I'll see you in the next one. Keep practicing, and keep speaking with confidence. Bye for now.